My 3 biggest tips for meal prep and tracking your food that might not be what you think they are from a personal trainer and nutrition coach. Thing number 1 is log dessert first. Dessert could be anything, right? It's really meant to be whatever you're craving. Log that first. Macros should be seen as something that can give you freedom. Macros are so flexible. It is just a giant game of Tetris where you're trying to see how many pieces you can fit instead of how little pieces you can fit. So a lot of times my clients, when they tell me they feel restricted, it's because they can't have the snacks they want, they can't have the dessert they want, or they just really want a sandwich and they're like, I can't have a sandwich. And my question is always, why? Why can't you have those things? So I always tell them, log that first. If you know you want a bag of chips after lunch and chocolate after dinner, log that first. And then we can build our day around it. So you know you get to have those things. You don't binge out on the weekends and you don't feel restricted. When I plan my food for the week, I almost always log a recipe that I'm really excited about first. I don't always need dessert because I know I can have it, so I don't crave it all the time. But I will pick a recipe that might not be macro friendly and I log that first. So then I can have that. I know I get to have it. It's something I'm excited about. And then I build my breakfast and my dinner and my snacks around that. So I still hit my protein, still hit my fiber, still hit all my goals, but I get to have something fun. My second biggest tip that I almost put as tip number 1 is log everything before you go to the grocery. A lot of times when I look at my clients' food logs and I'm like, hey, you're 20, 30, 40 grams of protein short. And they say, well, I planned out my meals for the week. And then after I meal prep them on Sunday, Monday comes around and when I start to log them, I realize that they didn't add up to what I needed them to. They just picked recipes without seeing how those recipes fit into their day. So I always tell them to play Tetris before you go to the grocery. Log the food you want. Log the meals you're excited about, the recipes that you want to make. And then you can see, okay, I need to add a little bit more protein here. Maybe I need to take off some carbs here, anything like that. And we can play Tetris before it's physical, before we've gone to the grocery, bought the food, spent the money, made the meals, and they don't even work for us. And my third tip is for the people who actually don't like prepping recipes. I know a lot of people that leftovers weird them out and they don't like eating the same thing for lunch Monday through Friday. 5 days of the same food, that is their worst nightmare. So instead of meal prepping, we ingredient prep. Make 2 pounds of ground turkey. Do you know how many meals you can make with ground turkey? Cut up cucumbers, cut up peppers, cut up onions, cut up a bunch of veggies, cut up a bunch of fruit. Keep fun sausage in your fridge. A meal just really needs to be a protein, a carb, and a veggie. And put a fun sauce on top. Do you know how many combinations of protein, carb, veggie, fun sauce you can make? A lot. Okay, smell you later.